Imagine this. You just started a brand new job, replacing someone who was in this position for 40 years, 4 decades. You're excited to settle in, but rather than learning your role, you're fielding all these emails asking you when the next party is. Turns out the person you replaced was the party queen. She had several traditions every month for the office, and they are expecting you to pick up her torch where she left off and continue with all the things she had going on. Not only are you not interested in, you're just trying to keep your head above water, like learning your new role, or trying to anyway. You're a mom of 3 kids. They're very active. You can barely keep up at home. And all this planning would have to be done outside of work hours. So you've tried to explain to them, I'm just not interested. I'm very busy, whatever. And they're acting as if you are committing treason. Like, they're not taking it well. They're very pushy. Like, one email she got, a coworker reached out and said, hey, I haven't received a date for this party. Like, what's going on? She responded, hey, I know that, Betty did a really good job with this. I don't have the capacity. If you want this, please take it on. I just don't have the time. This coworker responded and said, don't be silly. It's not that big a deal. And then she proceeded to lay out the 10 plus tasks she would have to do to get this party going. And when she started to really look at it, she could see, several hours outside of the office. Again, this is a busy mom, and several things that she would have to buy out of her own pocket. And money's tight right now. So she's just like, oh my gosh. Even her closest colleagues are pressuring her, trying to make her feel guilty. They're like, yeah, we really like our traditions. She's starting to question, is this even worth it? The pressure is too much. What do I do? Okay, so if this was happening to me, I would go directly to my higher up, and let's just say her name is Jess. I would say, Jess, this is what's happening. Am I required to take on all this? She's gonna say, absolutely not. Probably confirm, yeah, we really like our parties, but no, this is not your job, in your job requirement. Then I would have a follow-up question. I would say, do you think that we could start a committee so I can redirect them? Because whenever I just say, hey, but you could take it, they act as if I'm handing them a flaming hot potato, and it just goes nowhere. Let's say she says yes. Then every time someone comes to you and says, hey, when's this next party? I would say, oh, again, I know Betty did such a good job. It's just outside of my wheelhouse, but good news. I talked to Jess. She's starting a committee. So if you want to volunteer and get on that committee, email her.